QTV Wyoming's sports leader. Here's this week's Friday Night Fast Break with Philip Bonatti and Hallie Jones.
Welcome back to another edition of the Friday Night Fast Break. Excited for tonight's show, including a lot of great games.
That's right. Tonight we break down the Natrona County boys and girls, including our game of the week.
Before we get to that, we said we would break down the best players in the state. And our first player breakdown comes out of Kelly Walsh, a player frequent guest Frank Gambino says could be the most exciting player to watch it for you. That is Davian McAdam.
Let's get into it.
McAdam is second in the state in scoring, averaging 23.3 points per game. And we'll show you a couple plays why he's the leading scorer there. Play one, McAdam is going to get to the ball in the wing. And he's one-on-one, and he's going to move the defender and puts it through. Dribble drive, got a step through for the lay-in. And Hallie, this is why he's an elite scorer in Wyoming.
If you see what he does, it's a basic ball move, or basketball move. He just jabs to the left, but
look at that separation.
yeah,
I
the
just want to point that
separation's
out.
great. And I mean, he's short, but he is extremely powerful and gets that nice layup.
Great layup there. And then with the drive into the lane, he's going to miss his first shot, but he's able to get the rebound over the defenders. He's a guard. Why is that so impressive?
I think I just said it. He's so strong and athletic that he's able. And if you're a good player, you know when you're going to miss a shot, and that's exactly what he did.
So Davian McAdam playing well out of Kelly Walsh, number 3 in the 4A rankings right now for the Trojans. They play tomorrow versus Rock Springs, but now to some great basketball out of Natrona County. You could argue that this Northeast quadrant is one of the best in the state.
Yep, with Sheridan, Gillette, Thunder Basin, and the Mustangs, it's going to be a tough one every time they see each other play.
Well, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's take a look back at the Mustangs game against the Bolts earlier on. An exciting one to be at. I was there. Thunder Basin had a good player in Blaine Allen finding space, hitting a three-pointer, and then later on, another three is going to find him 6 of his 25 points in this one.
I mean, if you just see him, he knows when he wants to shoot that ball. His feet are set, his hands are ready, and then it goes straight through the net. Look at that. He's ready.
And I want to point out the space he has on these defenders. There's nobody around him.
He knows exactly where to be on the arc. So
that's elite positioning right there if you want to be a good
Absolutely.
shooter. NC needing a bucket at the end, and we're going to drop a Hail Mary play. Look, Jordan Bertinoli, a risky play.
That does not always work, people.
Seals it for the win, though, the land. Why is this good a call in the crunch time?
I mean, why not? And obviously they took someone back there that was athletic and strong to get that layup, and I mean, they were able to seal the deal.
Natrona County gets the upset win over Thunder Basin, and what they say was the point of success, talking on defense, and that's always a good thing, Hallie, right?
Absolutely. If you talk, then you know what's going to happen.
Let's hear the players and coaches after the game.
A lot of it's just like voice, talking with each other. On like that's we get yelled at a lot in practice for not having enough voice, and we'll have to run for it. So we just talk to each other, call help. We had a few mistakes that they got easy buckets on because we didn't help side, but I mean, when we talk, it lifts our motivation and how hard we go on defense. So
with all good coach teams, and Gillette teams are always well coached, you know they're going to adjust and they're going to come out and they're going to find ways to get their shots. They love to shoot threes and layups, and they did a good job of coming out that second half and getting us a little bit fatigued and getting to spots where we struggled a little bit. But I thought our guys really adjusted well as we went, did things we asked them to do, and continued to play from the lead, and that always helps.
So that brings us to tonight, but before we get to the main course, the game of the week, a couple girls teams in action as well in this one.
Sheridan and NC have only one win between them, but this is a game for a third place spot, and you know these girls would fight till the end because that's exactly what they did. Let's
get to those highlights. Natrona County working the ball around. There's going to be missed 3, but a good rebound down low by Sydney Wilson gets the play there, and then Sheridan is going to be on the attack, bringing it up the half court. We're going to eventually get to Annie Mitzel, who's going to walk through the front door of the defense. So she's going to take the ball at the top of the 3, and then right there.
But you know, you have to credit Aniston Beard because she kept her dribble to get it to her at the top of the key, which then gave her, I would give her an assist for that.
Exactly. Natrona County dribbling up. We're going to see a pull-up mid-range jumper from Kate Robinson. Look at that.
She showed her numbers at the high post and was able to get the net. So
the girls down
low
can shoot the ball. Anyway, NC gets their first one of the season tonight. Brian Costello working with his team on their offense against ball pressure. Talked about that. Here he is after his first win.
We didn't know if they would or not, but we knew our scouting report says you should probably press us. So we've been continually working on it, and we were able to make enough plays, and we had kids getting in open positions and not hiding from the ball and looking up the floor. And so, that allowed us to get a couple layups, and then it made them kind of drop back their pressures.
So you heard from head coach Brian Costello, obviously happy to get that first win. I mean, what's it like to get that monkey off your back?
I mean, hey, it's a first win. That's all that matters, and I think they're just happy. And it should give them some momentum into their next game.
Good momentum, and that sets us up for the boys' game. Sheridan 12-1 going into this one. The best team in the state, number 1. NC coming off a huge quadrant win against Thunder Basin. Another win tonight plants them in a conversation going into regionals. Let's get to the highlights. We're going to talk about the hustle. A miss off of Bertinoli, but Ryan Sorensen with the ball pressure on the big man.
That's why the big man shouldn't dribble it up the floor, because look at that steal right there. I like it.
Impressive early on, and then you see later on in this highlight, you see ball pressure again, going to eventually lead to a Cooper Quigg three-pointer. Just take us through ball pressure, why that gives you momentum.
It gives you momentum because it's going to cause them to turnovers and to crack, and that's what they did. They were able to get the ball, but then you see this.
Sheridan with the steal, Tristan Bauer leading scorer in the east side.
So even though they turn the ball over, they can also steal the ball back, so you got to be careful.
But NC hanging in there, looking at the dribble drive under the big man by Dante Wallace, small guy there, but hey, he's going to make the bucket. What do you have to do? What do you have to do after that, Hallie?
You have to get back because as you see,
yep, there you go.
The leading scorer,
Tristan Bauer. Open three-pointer there.
You better get
That's
back.
why he averages 20.2 points per game. And then at the end of the quarter, NC's Carson Johnson with a three-pointer as well, tied it up at 17. A good one early on, but then a final score, Sheridan pulls away 82-65.
And another big rivalry game in Fremont County, Lander Valley beating Riverton 78-57. That happened tonight.
Battle 789. Let's get to the updated standings tonight in the boys 4A. Sheridan beating tonight with NC, keeping them at first, holding a top spot. Kelly Walsh, Cheyenne Central, Star Valley all in first place as well. In 3A, Mountain View, Pinedale still in a deadlock for first place. Lander Valley, Buffalo, and Rollins also in first. In 2A, Rocky Mountain leads the Northwest. Big Horn first in the Northeast. Wyoming Indian still leads in the Southwest. Pine Bluffs holds the Southeast. In 1A, a lot of movement. Upton, Burlington, Farson and HEM in first. And Hallie, what are the standings on the girls' side?
On the girls' side, in 4A, Rock Springs moves in front of the Lady Trojans. Under Thunder Basin falls behind Campbell County, Star Valley Central, and first as well. In 3A, Douglas holds the top spot. Lander Valley remains in first. Mountain View and Rollins, new leaders in their quadrants. In 2A, the Northeast Bighorn, after their big upset last week, stays in first. Graybull, Wyoming Indian, and Pine Bluffs all stay in the lead as well. And in 1A, all new leaders are Arvada Claremont leads the Northeast. 10 Sleep is in first in the Northwest. And Southwest Cokeville has the lead, and HEM tops the Southeast.
So we got a lot of good action.
A lot of standings
standings there. We're about a month out from regionals. Very excited to go cover that for you guys. But for now, we'll be right back with our 3-point shots. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you after the break.